This is Kyle Harth with Ruger Range Drills. Today what we're going to work on is we're going to shoot our gun to slide lock where it goes empty, and then we're going to reload. So it's a shoot to, reload, shoot to drill. We're going to introduce a little more action on this because what we're going to do is when we do our reload, we're going to transition to a second target. So the drill will be shoot, reload, shoot again on a different target. So to set this up, you need 2 rounds in the gun, 1 in the chamber, 1 in the mag, and you need your secondary mag to have 2 rounds. And then you'll reset after each drill. So we'll shoot the drill and it's gonna look something like this. Now, you could set a time limit on yourself if you wanted to do this, but what I would recommend is that when you first start this drill, let's work on the mechanics. Work on the accuracy of your shots, work on the mechanics of the reload, and then work on driving that gun to that second target, and again, accuracy of shots. So from this point, we're gonna work on mechanics, not so much time, but as we move through the drill and start to progress and do it a few times, obviously you wanna push yourself and see where you get, but remember, don't sacrifice accuracy for your time. So it'll look something like this. Remember, we have 2 rounds in the gun, so we'll start with 2 rounds. We will press out on our first target, engage till we go to slide lock, reload, and go to a second target. So let's see what it looks like. All right. So again, to set that drill up again, you'll need, and I just carry the rounds in my pocket, you'll need those rounds to do a 2 and 2. So we'll reload 2 in the first mag, and those will go in our ammo pouch. And then we'll put 2 back in the magazine that'll go in the gun, and we'll have to feed that first one before we start. So, looking at our shots on target, it looks like we were accurate. We had good midline shots, relatively good groups. And as we transitioned, our group didn't change, which means the mechanics of creating that workspace and getting that magazine changed didn't change our grip in the gun and our trigger, because when we transitioned from the one target to the second target on the second magazine, we had similar shots. So that's good. That tells you that your mechanics are working correctly for the drill that you're running. So again, we have to chamber one of those 2 rounds so that we start with 1 in the chamber, 1 in the mag, and then 2 on the next magazine we're gonna run. So again, it'll look something like this. Now, first round that I shot was fine. Second round I shot, I was trying to rush the shot because I was already thinking about making the reload. And I aired that shot off to the right on the first target. I realized I did it, and on the second target, when I transitioned back with my new mag, I slowed down and I actually got good shots on target. So this is a good lesson point here. When you add a drill that absolutely you're going to know what's in your magazine, you are going to start to game it. And that's exactly what happened with me. I knew I was gonna go dry after I fired that second round, and I was already thinking about the mechanics of making the reload instead of focusing on the shot and then letting the gun lock and then working my reload. So a way that you can correct that is simple method: have someone else load your magazines. Load 1, load 2, load 3, but vary that load up in your magazines, because if you do that, now you cannot anticipate when your gun's gonna go dry and when it's gonna go to slide lock. So for our 2 and 2 drill, I cheated a little bit. I knew when I was gonna go dry, so I aired the shot. So by changing that up, or loading a bunch of mags and just sticking them in a bag, draw 2 out and stick them in, don't look at them, you'll not know. And by not knowing, it actually simulates better actual training and actual gun handling, because you may not always know. You may not be counting your shots. So again, that's the 2 and 2 drill: shoot 2, reload, transition, and shoot 2 more. A great drill for the range, and get out there and shoot it.